So let's look at this. Welcome to our class. Let's look at this question, NECO 2025, geometrical construction. That is question 10. It says, using a ruler and pair of compass only, construct 1, triangle PQR such that line PQ is 8 cm, angle arrow PQ is 120, and angle PQR is 30. So between these three alphabets, you can see P is the middleman, is the owner of the 120 degrees, and Q is the middleman here, is the owner of the 30 degrees. So let's do that. I'm going to need a plain sheet of paper, my ruler, and my pair of compass to do this construction. So let's start by drawing the line PQ as 8 cm. So I will have this PQ 8 cm. So from this line now, I will mark out my 8 centimeter. From this line I just drew. So let's take here as our 0, and here is 8, which stands for our PQ. So I'm going to take in the length of that line. I will take in it to indicate Q. Taking it to indicate PQ. So this is point P, and this is point Q. Please note, we're supposed to use pencil in geometrical construction, but for the purpose of this class, let's use a biro. Then angle P is 120 degrees, which is, this is not P. That means at P, I will construct 120 degrees. I'm going to need my pair of compass. So open it to any radius. Where is the radius? It's from where the pin is to where the biro is. That is the radius. So you can use any suitable radius of your choice. So I'll put it at P and draw a semicircle. Semicircle is half of a circle. So with the same radius, I'll put it at this point, where the line, where the semicircle touches the line, put at this point, I cut an arc. With the same radius I used to draw the semicircle, this angle is 60 degrees. When I put it here, where the 60 degree angle touches the semicircle and comes another arc, that represents 120. Although they didn't give us the length of P arrow, so since they didn't give us the length, I will draw from P with a faint line that is not thick, to any length, any suitable length, because I don't know the length of P arrow. So they also said angle Q here is 30 degrees. So let's consider 30 degrees at Q. So at Q, I'll put my pair of compass at that point and draw also a semicircle with any radius of my choice. So when I put the pair of compass here with the same radius to cut an arc, this is 60 degrees. Although I don't need this angle, they say we should construct 130. So I can just draw a faint line through it. This is not the angle I want. So how do I have 30 from 60? I'll bisect 60 degrees. Bisection means to divide a line on an angle into two equal parts. So if I bisect this angle 60, I'm going to have 30. So let's bisect 60. So I'll put it at this point, cut an arc. I also come here to intercept the new arc. So this angle now is simply 30 degrees. So I will draw from here, from point Q, to pass where the two bisectors meet, to join to the first line I drew. So where the two lines meet now, that's now our point arrow. Both of them meet here. I will call that point arrow. So I can now take in the figure to complete triangle PQ arrow. So this is now our triangle PQ arrow, according to Roman figure 1. We've constructed the triangle already. The Roman figure 2 says you construct a locus L1 of the points equidistant from P and Q. A locus equidistant from P and Q means we should bisect line P and Q into two equal parts. Equidistance means equal distance. How do I do that? I will take my pair of compass. If you want to construct the bisector of a line, make sure you open the radius so that a little bit more than half of the line. So with this, I can now draw arcs here, draw arc here. Then I'll put it at P, intercept the first arc, intercept the second arc. This is now our locus 1. So I can now join the two bisectors together to give me the locus. So I'll call it L1. This is now locus 1. Then if you go back to the question, Roman figure 3, say construct locus 2 of the points equidistant from line PQ and line PR, which passes through triangle PQR. Now, there's a common point between them, which is P. So this is a locus of a common point. And who is the common point here is P. So let's bisect P. Look at P here. So how do we do that? I can bisect this arc, or I may choose to draw a different arc and bisect it. It's my choice. Or you can bisect the original arc. So with that, with the new arc, I will now bisect it, cut arc here. I'll put it here, intercept the first arc. So this is now the bisector of line PQ and PR. So this is where both of them meet. I will draw a line from P to pass through the point. So I will label here as my locus 2. Locus 2. Now question B, it said label the point where L1 and L. So we should label the points where L1 and L2 intersect as X. So if you look at the construction, both L1 and L2 meet at this point here. So we should call it X. Then also we should measure line QX, which is from X to Q. So you can measure that by putting your ruler. You can see from our measurement, line QX is simply 8 centimeters. So I can write it anywhere by saying B, line QX is 8 plus minus 0.1 centimeter. So always label to a tolerance of plus or minus 0.1 cm. So this is how to construct geometrical questions. So please subscribe and support our channel, and also make comments on the post and recommend the channel also. Thank you.